Welcome to the Player Supreme Show at ZenMax.com. I am your host, Player Supreme. Yes, welcome to the show today. And I want to talk about 3 ways that you can improve your conversation skills so when you're on your coffee dates, you can get more out of it. First, you want to avoid running the risk of interrupting the girl while you're out dating with her while she's, catching a breath. Second, you want to show her that you're giving her careful attention and consideration of what she's having to say. Remember, your goal is to get her life story. So you want to ask questions. In fact, asking questions is one of the best ways to become a great conversationalist. And so you want to ask questions for clarification. Never assume that you understand that what she is saying. A lot of people like to jump in and try to finish sentences for other people. Don't do that. That's a bad mistake, especially in the conversation game. Remember, a player sells good dick and good conversation. So those are your 2 tools there. So your conversation game has to be really, really good. So your first way is to pause. Let her get her breath if she needs to and continue. Don't jump in waiting for a pause. If you're sitting there anticipating for her to take a breath, then you're not doing good conversation. Second is, as I said, ask questions. Ask for clarification. Say something like, well, how do you mean that exactly? This is one of the most powerful questions you can actually ever ask someone, be it male or female. How do you mean that exactly? If you're talking about she wants to become this with her life, or she wants to do this, and she's made a statement about something, just ask for clarification. Well, how do you mean that exactly? The final way is to paraphrase. Paraphrase means repeat back the person's words in your words, basically. So if she said something to you, like, I really enjoy modeling because it makes me feel good inside, you would say something like, well, let me see if I got this right. What you're saying is that you enjoy modeling because, and then repeat it back in your words, because you get a good feeling about it. So to paraphrase, you would say the statement is, let me see if I've got this right. What you're saying is, by paraphrasing her words, you're demonstrating that you're really paying attention. Women love it when men really listen. If you ask women who are in relationships what the biggest downfall of the relationship is because the man does not communicate and he does not listen. At least pretend to listen, fellas. I suggest you take a real and active interest in her real life, because when you take a real interest in her, you want to find out as much as you can about her as a person before you let her into your life. We are not men that we're so desperate for some pussy that we'll fuck anything without knowing its life story. You want to know who she is as a person because you're letting this person into your life. She's bringing her energy into your life, so you want to make sure she is worthy. That is why so many guys get in bad relationships, because they didn't take the time to develop good conversation skills and find out who that person was. I'm going to give you 2 exercises or things you can do. First, I want you to make a habit of pausing. Make a habit of pausing before you reply to anything that she says, because she might still be talking. Plus, it gives you a chance to organize your words. Second thing I want you to do is always ask, use the phrase, how do you mean? How do you mean? In response to anything that isn't clear that comes out of her mouth. Do these 2 steps and you'll see that your conversation skills will soar through the roof. Women love good conversationalists, and if you want them beating a path to your door, become a good conversationalist. Once the word gets around that you're great to talk to, they're going to come. They will come. Until next time.